Hi, welcome back to Predict the Score. This week it's Match Day 2's predictions and a look at how we did with Match Day 1, first game of the season. But first of all, we'll go back to the answer to last week's Stato question, which was who finished second in the Premier League the most times? Do we know who it was?
Arsenal.
It was indeed Arsenal. Okay. This week's Stato question is, out of the current 20 Premier League teams, who has the oldest stadium that they currently play in? As before, answers in the comments please, and we will give the answer away next week.
Tough one.
That is a tough one. I have no idea. I've had several guesses there. I haven't got that. Cannot get
I think I know. But
I've no idea. I know who it isn't anyway. Right, okay. Let's have a look at how we did with week one's games. Phil?
Yep.
You got correct result for Newcastle Southampton. And nothing for Forest versus Bournemouth.
So close, though, wasn't it?
1 point for you. Stato, the big man, unfortunately not here. Correct result for Man United Fulham. And a correct score for the Chelsea Man City game. So 4 points for him. Mr. Lover. You got a correct score for West Ham Villa, your own team. Nothing for Brentford Palace, so that's 3 points
close
to
on
you.
that one.
Eye Candy Dave, unfortunately not here, he's on holiday this week. You got correct result for Ipswich Liverpool. Nothing for Leicester Spurs, so 1 point for Dave. Me, 2 correct results for Arsenal Wolves and Everton Brighton, plus my correct result for my bonus game, Ipswich Liverpool, 3 points for me. So quick look at this scoreboard, not really happening much this week. Okay, Stato's in the lead.
Yep.
Mr. Lover, you're on 3, I'm on 3. You're ahead of me because you got the correct score.
Yep.
Dave on 1, Phil on 1. It's just alphabetical to be fair.
Yep, that's fair.
So get your Forest shirt ready, Phil.
Yes.
Right, let's have a look at Match Day 2. This weekend's games, just Saturday and Sunday.
Yep.
No games Friday night or Monday night. Right, Phil, you've got the early kick-off. Brighton versus Man U and Wolves versus Chelsea, which that's a tricky one for Chelsea.
2 tough games.
Yeah.
Right, let's start with Brighton Man U. This is hard to call.
Well, Brighton top of the league, mate.
Yeah, goal
They had a
difference.
good win. Man U.
Players coming in there.
Do you know what? I honestly don't know, so I'm going to go Brighton 2. Man United 2.
Oh, he's gone for
Oh,
it. He's gone for a Desmond.
That's
He's gone for a
it's
Desmond.
too hard to call.
Good old
Yeah.
Desmond.
Wolves Chelsea.
Wolves Chelsea. With Chelsea are just in the news for all the wrong reasons, aren't they? Today?
You would go with Chelsea. The players they've got. Wolves have lost to some decent players.
At home at Molineux. Molineux, tough game.
I'm going to go Wolves 1, because I think they will score. I'm going to go Chelsea 2.
Fair enough.
I mean, Chelsea have to.
They do. This season, they have to
win.
do something.
They have
They
to.
do. They
Yeah.
can't keep on competing the way they did last
No,
year.
2 tough games.
You know, there's a lot of I know they've got a lot of players, but they should at least make one good team out of what they've
I mean,
got.
they just scraped into Europe,
Yeah.
didn't they?
I
The
know.
conference
Yeah,
last year.
exactly.
Just
So-
about. Right, okay, Stato's games. Big man not here this week. Unfortunately, he sent his scores in. Right, he's got Tottenham versus Everton and Aston Villa versus Arsenal, which we're going to have to say,
Game of the
game of the week.
Got to be.
Gotta be. Right, first game he's got Tottenham versus Everton. He's saying Spurs to get their first win of the season against an Everton team that were battered at home by Brighton last week. They were absolutely battered.
Yeah.
Another poor and slow start for Everton. This time it could cost them their Premier League status if they don't have, because they don't have the 3 poor teams, Burnley, Luton, and the Didars to cushion them from the bottom 3 like they did last year. He's going Tottenham 2, Everton 0.
Yeah, I think.
That one. I think it's be more.
Do you think it's probably the end of the dinosaur era?
Yeah,
as in
we
the
keep
managers?
saying
all
that.
right.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
keep saying that.
Because as I said, I think it's all down to the management. I do himself and
Yeah, Everton, they used to be a good team. They used to be their top
it's
6
dinosaur
regularly.
tactics. It's dinosaur tactics.
Yeah,
It's just
they haven't
boring
moved on.
now.
They haven't
It's a
moved
tricky,
on.
but it's only been 1 game.
Yeah,
it's a long way to
I
go,
don't
but
know.
yeah, you are right.
It's-
Right then, game of the week, Aston Villa versus Arsenal. Oh, he's got Villa home form was superb last season, and if Villa Park can be a fortress again,
All right.
he loves a bit of it. He
Doesn't
loves a bit of
matter.
it. He's got if Villa Park can be a fortress again, then they will do well again this season.
Yeah.
Villa did the double over Arsenal last season, and it was this fixture in December 2023 where Villa won 1-0 and started the 3 defeats that Arsenal suffered in December, and some would argue it cost them the Premier League. Would a defeat at Villa Park dent Arsenal's title hopes this early in the season?
I reckon they would.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I reckon they do. I think you've got to be looking at Man City and hoping they literally mess it up.
Do you know what? As you all know, secret Villa fan, aren't I? I can see Villa upsetting Arsenal.
I think you could. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Stato, he's gone. He doesn't think they are, but he's got 6 points that Villa took off from last season. Did play a part in Arsenal not winning the title. He said, "I hope it lives up to game of the week," and I think it will. The last draw between them was 19 matches and 12 years ago, so they don't come very often. Guess what? Gone for Desmond. He's gone Aston Villa 2, Arsenal 2. Well done, big man. Well done, big man.
I think it's well, me personally, I think Unai Emery looks at this game as can't wait to batter
Yes.
Arsenal.
Yeah, he must look at
Because
it.
of the way the Arsenal fans
The way they
and the
treat
way
him.
the
The way
Arsenal
they treated him.
treated him.
Yeah.
I could see this being like his FA Cup or European Cup sort of game. He relishes playing Arsenal, so
He's done the double last year.
I just think
I mean,
I think
I know
Arsenal
it's
will be
only
worried.
the second game of the season,
Yeah.
but Arsenal, they're not firing all cylinders at the moment, are they?
Not quite.
Not quite. So I reckon that will play into Villa's.
Saka
see
looks
what-
superb.
yeah,
Oh, Saka,
yeah.
Said,
Oh, Saka looks
this
amazing.
is a different Aston Villa team now from the days of Dean Smith and other managers past that. This is the Aston Villa team who's going to be doing all right in the next couple of years.
Oh, I agree.
think you are.
So
You're right, yeah.
we'll have to see, but
Right, on to your games then.
Yeah.
You've got Bournemouth, Newcastle, Fulham versus Leicester, and then you've got your bonus game. So over to you. Bournemouth, Newcastle.
Newcastle.
You're going to Bournemouth next week, aren't you?
I am going to Bournemouth next week. Yeah,
Home
so
team. It's your second home team.
I know.
You love a bit of
it's
Bournemouth.
It's going to be tricky without striking now, isn't it,
Yeah.
for Bournemouth? I'm going to go a nice easy one here. I'm going to go Bournemouth 1,
Yeah.
Newcastle 2.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sensible.
Newcastle
I
doing good.
don't think Newcastle started. It didn't look very good against Southampton. We know there was a lot more from Newcastle, but Southampton really did play some really good football.
I'm going to come back to that game in a minute.
Yeah.
I'll come back to that game.
But I just think Bournemouth, they're going to be around that 15th, 20th
They're gonna
area again. I just don't.
Bottom half of the table.
Yeah,
Bottom half
so
of it.
that's what we think with them.
So Fulham, Leicester. That's a tricky one to call.
It's a really tricky one. So for me, I felt really sorry for Fulham the other day against Man United. Man United didn't play very well. Fulham didn't play very well. Should have been a draw all day long, 0-0. That would have made that game very, very fair. But I'm going to go with draw again on this one. So I'm going to have Fulham 1, Leicester 1.
Okay.
Fair enough. Okay,
I'll
and
probably take that.
what bonus game are you going for this week?
Oh, it's a given, isn't it? It's got to be Man City versus Ipswich.
Yeah, I thought you would.
It's got to be. I'm going to go Man City 3,
Yeah,
Ipswich 0.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a bit of a banker, that one. Right, Eye Candy Dave Dino, not yet.
No.
Unfortunately, he's on holiday. So he's got Palace, West Ham and Southampton Forest. Now, he has sent me some scores in. Right, Palace versus West Ham. Both teams really didn't perform well in their first week of the season, so we'll want to improve. I think West Ham will just about nick this London derby. He's gone Palace 1, West Ham 2. Nice and easy.
Yeah.
Right, Southampton versus his own team, Nottingham Forest. Is it head or heart? Here we go. Southampton didn't do much against the 10-man Newcastle. And Forest had loads of chances, but didn't finish Bournemouth off. Forest away record last season was terrible. Can't see it changing this season, but don't think we will lose this. He's won Southampton 1, Forest 1. He's gone for a draw.
Okay.
He's gone for a draw for his own team. That's
He
fair
knows
enough.
his shit and we're all trying, that's what it is.
Yeah.
He don't, he needs to...
Right. My games this week, I've got Liverpool, Brentford, and Man City, Ipswich. Liverpool, Brentford. I think Liverpool at home, Anfield is going to be an absolute fortress this year. It really is.
Yes.
Can't see Brentford coming here and turning up and getting anything out of it. It's an easy for me. I'm going Liverpool 3, Brentford 0.
Wow.
I am going for the big scores. Got to.
Yeah.
Man City, Ipswich. You really wouldn't want to be Ipswich.
No.
Go in
No.
there right now.
What did you think of Ipswich down the night?
They were all right.
I thought they did all right, to be fair. I thought they did really well.
At home, yeah, but
Yeah.
going to the Etihad. I just can't see it.
No.
What did you go for?
I went 3-0.
You went 3-0. I'm going 4-0.
Oh.
Man City 4, Ipswich 0. Sorry, Ipswich fans.
Could have got a dice out for that one, to be fair.
We could actually. I should bring it. Right, I want to go back to the Newcastle Southampton game.
Yeah.
And the Schär Brereton Diaz headbutt in particular.
Oh.
Right.
Wow.
This is a question for fans, a question for us.
Yeah.
Right, Brereton Diaz. They both go head to head. They touch heads. It's
Yeah.
like as quick as that. Brereton Diaz goes down like he's been shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yellow for Schär,
No,
Brereton red.
Yeah. Right.
For me, 100%.
So what happens? Schär gets sent off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight red. Yeah.
Yeah.
What happens when Brereton Diaz walks back into the dressing room? Does the manager come up to him and go, "Well done, fantastic, brilliant, well done," or does he go, "Do you know what? That's embarrassing."
It was really,
Or
really bad.
Do the players around him go, "Well done, you've got to play a
I
centre"?
don't think nothing's said.
I just think it's embarrassing as a player to do
yeah,
that.
no, it is embarrassing.
If I went up to you and went like that, and you went, I'm crying and all, but on your face.
No, it's
It's embarrassing,
It's a
isn't
grown man.
it was really, really bad.
But then it played into Southampton's hands.
And it weren't that.
They didn't do anything,
It weren't
no.
that. It was just smirking afterwards.
Oh,
and
but
it's
all.
just,
It was
just what I want to know is what is a manager congratulating Brereton on that for play acting and getting the players up, or is he going up to say, "What are you doing?"
See, this is where VAR do need to get involved.
And I think
and
that-
actually see the actual facts. Don't get me wrong.
They both went head to head.
He's gone in, but
Yeah, but there was nothing
the
in
way he played,
Yeah.
for me, he should get a red card for it.
But the Brereton push, as the push in the
Yeah.
back to direct the forward, isn't that foul? Isn't that violent play? The push.
Yeah.
He
Right,
just
isn't
pushed
it?
Schär clean
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
And I think nothing was done. I just think it was terrible.
no.
But I'd like to know, is the manager congratulating him or pulling him on it, saying it's embarrassing? Something to discuss.
Well, he got a red card, didn't he? So you
Yeah,
got
well,
to
yeah.
congratulate him for it. But
I know.
I think the referee needs to do more about it. To be fair,
Yeah.
I think Brereton Diaz should have got a card.
I
of
think
some
I
sort.
think the
yeah.
FA need to step in and do more about
they do.
it.
Of course they do.
Because
Yeah.
just touching somebody's forehead isn't necessarily knocking them to the floor. And I don't know. Terrible.
Going on Newcastle, isn't that? Is it? I'm going to pronounce this wrong. Tonali.
Tonali,
He's
yeah.
back soon,
Yeah, he's
isn't
back. Yeah, he's back. Let's see if they bounce back with him.
Well, yeah, but good player.
Well, let's see. Right, okay. That's it for this week. We will be back next week with match 3 predictions. So until then, whatever you're doing this weekend, please just remember, enjoy your football.
Happy bank holiday.
And have a nice bank holiday.
Yeah.
Come on, Leicester.